Good evening. We are on the ISO of ALCI, and we took another look at the calamares configuration. So if you go online and you go to alci.online, the website is new, but now the download is also new. So if you have a look, it's just been downloaded like an hour ago, not even an hour, maybe 30 minutes ago. And all these ISOs are new, right? What did we change? You can have a look by having a look at maybe this one. But of course not the git clone, that is for to get the code in. And you navigate on leap day, right? And we navigate to this. And then you see what I've been doing last days. And everything starts with ALCI ISO def, and then everything moves through the others. Not here. We've changed the configuration, so that's cool, but a bit less here. We've changed the Xen the Pure, so the actual configuration of calamares. We went into the code, and that was 5 hours ago. I see this one. 90 commits 5 hours ago, new background. So that's fun, but it's not that important. And we've asked, I don't know, ChatGPT, was it Copilot? I've asked like 10 times, and finally I got something that said, oh, I like this design. And we've changed welcome to ALCI ArcoLinux, like this one. That's what we've changed. Shows to change the design a little bit, since we were working on it anyway. SVGs are out. There was an error somewhere, and everything started in Carly when I noticed the error inside the calamares log, and I said, oh, we forgot a 1 and we forgot a 2, and the same there. So Carly is now also online with the updates, and that's basically what we did. But it doesn't really show, right? I find it's interesting, it's online, it's fine, but I really like my tool, and that is this tool, open with Git ahead. And then you see, okay, default SVGs are out, which is great, but like 8 megabytes. So it was actually big for what it was. And Carly was too big, was more than 50 megabytes big, just because of the SVGs, 8 SVGs there, here's just 1. But I've thrown the SVGs out as well, and the PNGs are in. That's less, and XCF is for GIMP. So you can have a look at the GIMP file if you want. If you want to develop your own, it's there. So background 1, 2, much clearer. Again, SVGs out. Here we started to try to make the SVGs smaller, right? Optimize saving. No, 8 megabytes still. So out they went. And QML, this was also changed. So applications will always update. Variables will be added and variables will be removed. So in this case, this one was no longer used in calamares 3.5. We are officially 4, right? But the code of today, this is no longer used. So I moved it away. The same here. We had here an error, well, not an error. There was never an error, right? There's never been an error in the sense that the system installed, but you see in the log files some information warning this or warning that. I said, let's clean it up in Carly and ALCI. So this needs to be JSON, not none, otherwise it doesn't get it, obviously. But he got it from the other one, from this one. So the locali.conf and the welcome.conf both have an information about GeoIP, where do you live? My case, Belgium, right? That's the thing in the module there. Changed things around a little bit, didn't do, oh no, this is older. 2410. So here we're in the phase that ArcoLinux says, hey, we're going to change everything and we're going to add 5 to it, right? So config 5 and all that. So that's okay. So those are the changes. Voila, for the ISO builders out there, distro creators out there, fine. If you got, well, if you download the ISO, what do you get? We get the ArcoLinux ISO and we get the MD5 check and the package list, so you know what's going to be on there. And sometimes you can read, because of that, what actually is on the ISO in the sense of what desktop is on there, stuff like that. See a lot of XFCE things here, so probably XFCE is going to be on there. Others have Plasma, others have Cinnamon, and it's already closed, it's all on the website. Let's make one installation. Why not a Pure? I do not often do a Pure. Why? It ends in a black screen. Pure means ArcoLinux, and that's basically all you get. It's a black screen. We can have a look while it's installing. We can have a look at the code, what we use. This one, I guess, and then boot, and then CD-ROM, and then enter, and then we have a look. So, what is Pure? This is Pure out, but what is Pure? Pure and maybe dev, and let's compare. Display Manager, we use DWM, so we can remove it easily. So without, when we reboot, there is no SDM, there is no anything, right? Try remove SDM. So it's gone, bash completion is gone, dex is gone, libxalana, make xor, xkill, xterm, all the things that we think we could remove to have something pure, no extra packages. I do see that, let's have a look, shell process, we're going to remove some more stuff. We have an application and a script that says ALCI make a pure arch. So if you see something, we just put it in there and it's going to remove things. And then later on we remove the script itself. Remove anything, any reference to SDM. So it's up to you, LightDM, LXDM, GDM, SDM, Li, right? You choose, it's gone from the official well, system you boot on. Oh yeah, packages. That's the one. No, not those packages. I would like to see the other packages. So we need to have a look at the Pure here and the dev there. And you see also here the packages. So what do we put on here? ALCI DWM, ALCI calamares is on the Pure. Dev is out, Pure is in. And now we see a lot of things we don't have, right? OS Prober is not there. Making it CPU Open Swap is not there, I see. There's no network manager, no network manager applet. And a lot of things. All of these things to the left in blue are not there. So Git, yay, we got Git. And SDM is going to be removed later on. So I guess we're keeping bash completion, or was it included in the other ones? I think we've put that on the list of removals. And the rest is pure Arch ISO. This is not from us. This is the selection of the guys of ArcoLinux who deliver us Arch ISO application, and in there is the Releng, and in the Releng is a list of packages. That's it. So pretty close. And if you think you can do it closer, please tell me so we can change things. So we use DWM, our DWM from ArcoLinux. We just gave it another name, ALCI DWM, and then we can remove it. And nothing is there. Small little thing. Just to go through the click motions, basically. That's all it's there for. And this is our new design. Well, no, it's our new image, not the design, right? ALCI stands for ArcoLinux Calamares installer. If you did not know it, then the red letters give it away. Me having some fun in GIMP. Small pleasures in life. Okay, let's wait till it reboots. Wow, it's already finished. Since it's a very, very minimal thing, it's immediately installed. I was a bit surprised. I was working on the other computer, say, oh, it's done already. No grub, no design, just grub. I mean, but no design. That's up to you. And then don't be alarmed. This is quite normal. And there we go. Arch look, arch message, and then sudo pacman -sy. Let's have a look. We have 2 lines, that's it. And since we are called ALCI, there is nothing called ALCI, and calamares is gone, right? So these are the guys we can remove. Bash completion is also gone, I guess. So voila, it's empty. Let's be sure if it's empty. Let's do a bash completion and let's get that in. That's a good check for me. Exit, go back in, sudo pacman -r ALCI. Okay, check. ALSA, I can remove ALSA stuff, but nothing from there. Calamares does not exist. See, it's that. So if you want to remove things, no, not what I want to do. If you want to remove things, it's 431 possibilities. That's it. This is on your machine. Let's see. We've done this exercise in the past, but it's always interesting to see it again because dependencies of packages change and we don't have any say over it. It comes from Arch. I don't see any strange packages that I would say no, not on that on my machine. We're at the X and then the X ends there. ZSTD, Python, Polkit. No, all good. So this is your basic Arch thing, and it's up to you. Either you start typing, and one of the things I often type is XFC4 and XFC4 goodies, and you got yourself a system. You got yourself something to look at. Plus SDM, and you need to enable it, the display manager SDM. Or you have your own scripts, and you say, never mind, I've got my scripts, and you do git clone httpd yeah, ps, like that, no, like that, and then github.com/arcolinux-d, arcolinux-d. Now git was git installed, arcolinux-d, and then arco-i3, whatever, right? 30 desktops, you choose. And you see, you get this code in, you go in there, and all you need to do is run 100. So git was installed. 100 is display manager and desktop, SDM, development software, probably Sublime Text and Meld, sound, you choose, Bluetooth, choose, printer, Samba, laptop, software, ArcoLinux, software, ArcoLinux third party, software, ArcoLinux extra large. You end where you want to end, right? Is this could be a good choice. What I'd like to test as well is git clone httpd ps, and then github.com. I wonder if that's gonna work and how far will it get. I have my own scripts on arcolinux-nemesis. Enter. And when I go in here, right, ArcoLinux-nemesis, I have also scripts. But I wonder, for instance, if SDM is there as a rule of thumb or enable it or stuff like that. I don't think so. So let's run number 0. That's my choice, current choices of today. Do you want to install Chat WM? Of course. Yes, please. All right. Is this going to be an issue? Probably, right? He can't find things. He's removing things that I don't want. But at some point in time, let's see. It's all working. All right. We've called all the things that we need, like the ArcoLinux repos have already been added. The etcpacman.conf parallel downloads is set to 20. I don't know, 8, 5, I don't know. Should be more. So that's something to check if that actually worked. I can check that now with Ctrl F3 and log into another TTY and ask for sudo nano etc pacman.conf, right? And let's look, what did I change? 20. Well, it didn't feel like 20, but it is 20. We go back to Ctrl F2. No, Ctrl F1 is where I'm installing. I can play around with F2 and F3 and F4 and F5 and F6 and 7. Does not exist. 8 does not exist. 9 does not exist. 10, 11, 12. So 6. 6 is the highest, and then 5, 4, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. So it's installing all kinds of things. I have another what if. Is it installing SRM? How can I see? Can I see that already? Probably if I go to etc. Is there a name file folder sddm? Is it somewhere in here? Maybe it comes later. I don't see it. So my guess is SRM is not part of my scripts. I roll over to the other computer. I open the isobuilder. I go to data, arcolinux-nemesis. I type a new terminal here, open terminal, rgsdm, enter. And no, it's not in there. Well, we can add the SDM as a default rule because I don't want anything else. So 110, install ArcoLinux software. Install core software. And let's get SDM in. And then when we have this scenario, I also get SDM. But it will probably not be enabled. So changing the code here, and that's the fun. DDM, save, quit, push it to the internet with up, adding SDDM for pure ALCI, enter. It's now online. I come back to my other computer, Control F3. Let's go to CD. We're in the home directory. We go, let's do a list first. We go to arcolinux-nemesis and I git pull. And the change that I've made is now in. 120 is what I've changed. I've added a line in there, SDDM. So if I run it again later, now it's still busy. We're at Spotify. No idea where it is at this point in time. Sublime text is now there. And we can rerun this particular number 120 and it's gonna skip everything except SDDM. He'll install that, but I can't now because there can be only one pacman active. You can't launch 2 pacman against the rules of pacman. So voila. Control F3. If SRM is installed, there's one thing I need to type. Can I make this bigger, the font here? No, not immediately. sudo systemctl enable SDM with 4 sometimes. In this case, I don't think that's necessary. So enable it. And if you want to type more, add service. But if it's not necessary, I won't type it. Okay, so ChatWM is now installed. With some fancy stuff I see. Power menu is there. As you may or may not know, ChatWM has been my environment, my ecosystem since the beginning of 2023, January, February. And this can be a way to install it. Create your own scripts, or the ones from ArcoLinux D or Arcolinux-nemesis, or make a copy paste and put it on your GitHub, your URL, your name, and run the scripts, have a beer, and come back and it's gonna be installed. Grub themes. All right. So, like I said, if we go to this one and we run number 120, let's do that. 120 is gonna skip a lot of stuff, but once he sees SDM, this is, oh, I should install that one. Alphabetically, it's more to the end. And that's why it's interesting to make the scripts like this. It just skips. It's not going to reinstall everything. I have to wait for the reinstallation. It just says skip, 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 skip. Ah, SDM was installed. You see it? So it was already installed via other things. Control C. Control C. I can't Control C. Voila. Back to this one. What was I going to do? I need to know, and probably not so, systemctl enable SDM, enter. Wow, it was not enabled because it's now created. I told the system, hey, I want a display manager, hey, I want SDM. That's all. Reboot. And then it's up to SDM to show me nice stuff. Desktops of all kind. Tiling window managers of all kind. And do we now have an ArcoLinux? Or an ArcoLinux? Never mind. You decide. I don't care, right? It is Arch. It is all ArcoLinux. Your fetch, is that installed? It is. Super Shift Enter, Thonar. It's installed. Icons. Alex appearance. We've got one. We have got Arc Dark icon theme. A Candy Beauty icon. That is fitting for this particular desktop. And it's too small. A render. Oh yeah, the row fee. Super D. There you are. A render. That's appearance. Mistake. And then a render, one down, and you can make this output a bit bigger, resolution, voila. But this has been covered in so many videos, how to change that particular size. And the wallpaper, we take variety, of course. Nitrogen, probably installed, let's have a look. Nitrogen, yep, it's installed. So then it's still a lot of work, but basically we've got ourselves an ArcoLinux system with a lot of applications. Look at the size of all these applications, the numbers, not the size. All right, and let's scroll through it. You can stop and freeze the video. This is ArcoLinux Nemesis, my choice of packages. You decide what is your choice of packages. All right. This could be your system. It's Alci Pure, starting basically from a black screen. more or less. Okay, cheers.